Hey there, friends. Today's adventure starts at the lagoons between the rice fields and the small river. Farmers here don't just farm crops, they're into aquaculture, turning tiny shrimp into big bucks. We'll see how they raise billions of shrimp in this $68.4 billion industry. Farmed shrimp makes up 55% of global shrimp production. Asia produces about 75% of all farmed shrimp. Most comes from China, then Thailand, Indonesia, India, and Vietnam. Shrimp farming has become a major income source in these developing nations. It's evolved from a small-scale business to a global industry. New tech lets farmers raise shrimp in higher densities than ever before. The key to a good harvest? It all starts with the seed. Female shrimp lay between 150 and 500 eggs at once. After hatching, shrimp larvae are incubated for 15 to 21 days to boost survival rates before farm transfer. Clearly, the shrimp's life cycle occurs under conditions fully controlled by farmers. For effective, intensive shrimp farming, farmers must speed up growth and ensure uniform size. Before receiving new baby shrimp, farmers adjust the tank's pH level. Each pond has an oxygen generator, roof, liner, and tubes to absorb water and release air. Shrimp are fed high-protein pellets made of fish meal, soybean meal, and other supplements. The feeding schedule is adjusted based on the shrimp's growth rate. Well-cultivated mature shrimp can grow to 12 to 20 centimeters in length. This intensive method yields 40 shrimp per pound after 80 days, producing 5.5 tons per pond. Tiny shrimp embark on a magical journey of growth in vast farming ponds. Blending tradition and tech, farmers create sustainable practices that benefit the community. Shrimp farmers start their workday bright and early each morning. They regularly check the pond conditions to monitor the shrimp's status. The harvest season brings much greater challenges to the farmers. Sometimes, shrimp harvesting takes place during the nighttime hours. The aim is to bring all the shrimp ashore as quickly as possible and transport them immediately to the processing facility, as this ensures quality and delivers the freshest shrimp to consumers. This farmer is feeding shrimp using traditional methods. They'll cover the lake area to spread food. This way, 95% of the feed reaches all shrimp in the pond. This farm is more advanced. Feeding is done using automatic feed dispensers. Yet, feed costs are 50 to 70% of production costs, regardless of farm size. Farmers monitor oxygen, pH, ammonia, color, and odor to assess water quality. They treat tank water when conditions worsen from waste to prevent disease. Periodic water treatment with disinfectants occurs in the morning. After 6 hours, the farmers resume their work. Adding probiotics to the tank creates ideal conditions for beneficial bacteria to thrive. In commercial tanks, shrimp grow from juveniles to market size, with farms typically producing 1 or 2 harvests annually. Harvest timing depends on the shrimp's condition in the tank and current market prices. Before harvesting, farmers sample different areas of the tank with nets to check average weight and overall health. Shrimp are usually harvested when they're about 3 to 6 months old. Small farms harvest manually using nets or traps. On this farm, they'll drain the tank and collect the shrimp in nets. As men drag nets to shore, shrimp are placed in ice-filled plastic barrels. This preserves the cold while causing a slow death for the shrimp. Within 10 hours of harvest, shrimp must be frozen and moved to cold storage or processing. Typically, farmers handle the harvest while factories arrange transportation. Location matters, but trucks usually transport the shrimp boxes. At the plant, workers apply antioxidants to prevent melanin formation. After washing, shrimp are graded by color and quality. Shrimp may then be peeled, scraped, or pre-cooked for further processing. They're then bagged, boxed, and frozen for export. In the packaging plant, all processing must happen very quickly. The goal is to process shrimp within 4 minutes, from cold wash tank to freezer. During harvest, farmers quickly cool the shrimp as much as possible. These efforts are wasted if shrimp warm up during hot processing. Workers must keep shrimp below 3 degrees Celsius during processing. Factory staff wear warm, hygienic clothing while packaging. Receiver tanks wash the shrimp here. Inspection conveyor removes soft or damaged shrimp before grading. The sorting machine monitors and classifies shrimp sizes. This is the last chance to remove bad shrimp or foreign objects before packaging starts. Frozen shrimp are very delicate. Mishandling these frozen products often leads to broken shrimp. All packaging steps, including shipping prep, must be done carefully to maintain shrimp quality. High-tech shrimp farming is popular as it yields 3 harvests yearly, double traditional methods. It helps manage water quality and reduces weather-related disease risks. The environment benefits as wastewater is thoroughly treated. Shrimp mortality in high-tech farming is much lower than traditional methods. The industry is developing closed farming systems to cut costs and boost quality. Farmers have formed co-ops to raise shrimp using high-tech methods on a large scale. These co-ops get quality shrimp farming supplies while ensuring sales for their production. These shrimp farming systems with closed production lines offer excellent economic efficiency. Besides benefits, farmers worry about diseases and market price fluctuations. Farmers must constantly monitor, analyze, problem solve, and adapt to these growing challenges. Europe has many crab species, but the brown or edible crab is most consumed. Other popular species include the spiny spider crab and velvety swimmer crab. These crabs are mainly found in waters around the UK, Ireland, and northern France. Every year, brown crab catches in the EU exceed 44 million pounds. They breed from November to January, but rules ban harvesting buried females for sustainability. The prime crab catching season is May to October, when they're most plentiful. These crabs can live 15 years, grow to 28 centimeters wide, and weigh up to 2.5 kilograms. Potting is the most common method used to catch brown crabs. UK fishers use parlor pots with chambers for crabs to navigate and feed. They leave baited pots on the seabed overnight and collect them next day. This method is highly selective and minimizes bycatch. In some parts of Ireland, trawling is a less common crab harvesting method. This is used in deeper waters where crabs are tougher and harder to catch. It's used in deeper waters where traditional potting is less effective. In fishing grounds, trawlers drag nets along the ocean floor. This method works, but often leads to more bycatch and seabed damage. A crab fisherman's day starts long before the sun rises. They prep boats, check gear, and ensure enough bait is on board. They sail to fishing spots using GPS and digital maps, not old compasses. Each pot is hauled aboard and carefully sorted through. Both claws of each crab must be cut off to prevent them from breaking apart. Fishermen typically handle 300 to 500 pots in a single day. In 2023, crab landings in the EU topped 30 million pounds, valued at roughly $40.4 million. To sustain this, each EU country sets catch limits to prevent overfishing. Small crabs and females are returned to sea, ensuring future populations. Despite leaving the EU in 2021, the UK was its largest fresh crab supplier, exporting 20.6 million pounds worth in 2023, mainly to Spain, China, France, and Portugal. This abundance is due to the UK's favourable crab habitats, with key fishing areas in the Irish Sea, North Sea, English Channel, and Atlantic coast. After sorting, fishermen move to the next set of pots, repeating until all traps are checked. Most of the crabs caught are small in size. Crab fishing boats are hired by a seafood company. Once back at port, the day's catch is unloaded, weighed, and sent to processing. The most famous crab product in the area is pasteurized and canned crab meat. After capture, crabs are quickly killed on a conveyor belt. They are then thoroughly steamed or boiled. Afterward, they're cooled and peeled to extract the meat. It's then canned and heat-sealed for a long shelf life. Finally, cans are labeled and packed with ice for distribution. While brown crab is best known, another crab has significant commercial value. Millions of European spiny spider crabs lurk in the Northeast Atlantic and Mediterranean. This stingray's been chasing these spider crabs. It swiftly strips all meat from the crab's shell. These crabs can grow huge, with shells up to 7.8 inches wide and male claws over 19 inches. European spider crab fishing is a major economic contributor in Spain, France, and the UK. Fishers must report spider crab catches online to managers within 72 hours of capture. Harvested crabs are quickly taken to processing facilities. On conveyor belts, automated systems humanely kill up to 40 crabs per minute. After processing, only the legs and edible parts are kept. Facilities selling whole crabs will keep them as is. Crabs are sorted and placed in containers by weight based on orders. Each metal cage holds 45 pounds of crabs. They're cooked at 200 degrees Celsius for 18 minutes, ensuring well-cooked, flavorful meat. Crabs are quickly cooled, dipped in cold salt water, then fresh water for a 2-year shelf life. Most UK caught crabs are exported to Europe, selling for about $24.99 per pound. European spider crab leg meat is highly prized but expensive. A 2022 report estimates 100,000 annual deaths in commercial fishing. In the UK, fishing has the highest non-fatal injury rate of any industry. Despite safety improvements, commercial crab fishing remains one of the world's most dangerous jobs. Fishermen face stress, exhaustion, and harsh weather, risking falls overboard and drowning. Even small deck slips can be catastrophic, especially far from medical help.